All right, so our leading gapper here is KZR. It's gapping up pretty nicely, honestly. It has this huge gap fill on the daily, so it has this big gap fill here, from 1160 all the way to 1615. So I really like this setup on KZR here on the daily at least. Has nothing but room, but I don't know. Its pre-market chart isn't the best. It's been selling off since earlier this morning. And I mean, it made a really nice climb here, and then now it's just kind of fading. So it hasn't faded significantly all the way back down to 9 or something, but it did reject its 16 level and it's coming back all the way to 12. So we'll see if this one can actually bounce back up, break its trend here. I think a shift in momentum would have to be somewhere around 13 or 14. 1350 for sure. If it can break that level and start curling above 1350, then we could definitely see this back up to 15, 16. So let's check out our second leading gapper, which is GOVX. GOVX also looks nice here. Its MACD on the 1 minute looks really clean, but it did reject this level earlier. It had a really nice ride up, but it had several rejection candles here, and it wasn't holding its level. So if anything, I would want to get in for the break of 550, and once we see a shift in momentum, we can definitely see a ride to 6. So that's what would be the target. The 5 minute looks really nice here. I don't know if I trust it right out of the gate, so I'm going to wait. If this one rips, it's gonna go without me. That's perfectly okay. I'm fine. So 5 minute low just broke. See if the 10 minute low breaks. I definitely want to see this one above VWAP. So it's back down to 520. Increase in momentum. I'm probably gonna take bigger size on this one too, just because it's not a huge mover. I want to make sure this can hold above VWAP though, because it keeps breaking below 40. There's 18. Don't like that. I'm gonna wait on this one most likely. It's rejected VWAP a couple times already. I want to make sure that this one's gonna hold at least. Here's a touch of VWAP again. Let's see if we get that late rejection. I would have preferred if it broke its 10-minute low and then popped up. That would make me feel a lot more comfortable, but at least it broke its 5-minute low. So let's see, this one's still below 30, still below VWAP. 35 is VWAP. It's 35. There's 20. CHCI is popping on the scans, but I'm not going to look at this one yet. Just going to wait it out. That's potential for the break of 6 right now, but I'm going to wait on it. So here's the break of VWAP by 2 cents. Now it's back to 20. I don't know. 39. Okay, there's 48. Let's see if we get a rejection. So here's the break of 50, not quite. So from 48 all the way to 29. Back to 40. I don't like the way this one's trading, if I'm being honest. It's taking too long for these breakouts. A lot of volume in it. Big seller at 50. I'd want to see this one be a little more volatile, but it's just so choppy in a small little range. So let's go to RXT. This one's popping on the scans as well. Nice breakthrough 18 there. Daily doesn't look so bad either. First major resistance is around 19. Not a whole lot of volume in on this one. 10-cent spread so far. I'd rather wait. This one's out of my price range as well. So let's see. CHCI. CHCI below VWAP. Doesn't really look the best. Back to RXT. Sideways here for a second. We're at a resistance level here on the daily, but our major one would be around 1950. So let's go to GOVX. GOVX is kind of holding this level here. Next 1 minute would definitely break the MACD. So we get a break of 50 here on the next 1 minute. I can enter here. For some reason, I just don't feel comfortable trading this one. There's a break. I was hoping it would be on the next 1 minute. Now it's all the way back to 40. '50's looking a little heavy here. 44 now. I don't know. This one's taking too long. I don't like that it's just taking this long to break. Let's check out some of the other stocks. We got KZR rejecting, CRTD, same thing. Actually, this one's actually coming back up, but it's 200s right there at 380, I think. 370. So it's 200s right there. I don't know. I don't know what else to watch. GovX is really the only one that's doing something. And there's a massive rejection from 50. That's extremely disappointing. It was so top heavy, it's not even funny. So false break on the 1 minute MACD for sure. So this one's kind of gross to me. I don't like it. RMO here. Definitely need to take bigger size on this one if I'm going to trade it. Really nice break of the 5 minute VWAP. That's clean. Daily has some room here. Let's see. 560. Small little gap fill. Tiny little gap fill there. Let's go back to KZR. So KZR is kind of bottoming out here. Both the 5, 10, and 1 minute MACD have crossed. So let's see if we get this reversal, especially on the 5 minute. I like how it's ending in a hammer doji here. If we can continue to see some momentum, I guess, to the upside, then this will take off, I think. We could possibly see a shift in momentum, but this needs to hold its level. If this continues to break lower, then it's just going to be a waiting game. But even then, it's pretty red on the daily. I don't know. Leading gappers selling off for the most part. GovX. This is just so tricky. It looks like it's selling off just in general. I mean, it's so top heavy, it's not even funny. CRTD selling off. CHCI selling off. Looks like this one's about to get halted, going down too. RXT. It's a slow climb on RXT, I think. GGPI. I don't know. We can go for the daily high break on this one actually. The daily high is 1641. So that's a possibility. But it's already out of my price range. 5 minute doesn't look the best. 10 minute looks like it wants to cross in the MACD. I don't really trust it a whole lot. Slow mover as well. So here's GOVX selling off again. Some breaking lower here, broke 5. CRTD breaking its 1 minute low here. KZR kind of feels like it's bottoming out here. We might see a pullback on it, but if anything, that's all it'll be most likely. It's just a pullback. I don't think this is actually gonna pop back above and curl. It's gonna be a while before it does. If it does, I think it's gonna have some huge momentum just because nothing else is popping up. And once all eyes are on KZR, then I mean this thing could just shoot. Yeah, I don't know what to think about today, guys. It's extremely slow. Like it's slowest day of the month for sure. So I think I might just wrap it up here because there's nothing to trade. Like I just went through almost the whole scanner here, not even close, but still I went through so many stocks and there's nothing to trade. It's insane. Um this is so disappointing. It sucks. KZR. KZR is actually climbing back up here, which I like. But I think this is a pullback. The only reason I really like it though is because the 5 minute looks like it's about to curl here. So if anything, I could take a trade on KZR, but where it really looks good is when it breaks 13. Because if it can break 13, we can see a shift in momentum and we can start seeing this thing have a huge incline. So this is probably gonna be a 1 minute pullback, and then if it could start staircasing up here and break through VWAP, it actually looks pretty good. 10 minutes still looks really nice as of right now. 5 minute looks okay, but this needs to break above 12 for sure, and then we have to see a ride through 13. But if it continues on a downtrend like this and it breaks its low here, it's just not looking hot. Especially if this candle finishes low and then we see another 1 minute break its low and continue on the downtrend, it's just not looking good. 5 and 10 minute now look pretty nasty. They don't look so nice. ANY is popping on the scans. So here's a clean move. Nice 1 minute MACD curl here. Same with a 5 minute. 5 minute looks really nice. But it's a slow mover. Gap down reversal kind of. So not really interested in that one either. RMO. Okay, so I had RMO on watch, but again, I don't know. I'm just not interested in this one either. GOVX still below 4 or below 5. I mean, this one's just super bad. KZR sideways, finally bottomed out for a second. Let's see if the 10 minute and 5 minute can actually hold its range. If it can actually hold this level and finish, I would like to see it finish pretty high around 1170. That'd be best. But I don't know. It's hovering around 50s right now. Look, if it opens low, it most likely will break its low, and then we'll just continue to see a downtrend, which would kind of suck. But a 5 minute, if it can finish a little higher, 5 minute looks pretty good for the break of that high. But I think it's going to be a tap of VWAP and then rejection. I think this is just a small pullback, and then we're going to continue to see a downtrend. Let's see if we get the break for this 1 minute high. Most likely will. But where is it going to go? So 69. See if we get the break of 70. Double topped here. If this 1 minute can't do it, we'll most likely just see a flush back down. Not a flush, but just more consolidation, I guess. So clearly couldn't do it. See if we can get a pop back up here for the break of 70. Or if it's going to break this 1 minute low. 1 minute low here is 51. There's 51. Double bottom. And now this 1 minute low is going to break it. That's what it looks like. Quick pop before we actually see some more consolidation. So yeah, I'm done. There's nothing popping up today. It's super boring. Extremely slow. Oh my god, I can't type either. Okay, so GovX, not interested. KZR, it's just sideways, I'd say. It's not really doing anything. It's gonna be a while before it does anything, I think. CRTD, not interested. It's way below its VWAP. CHCI, again below the VWAP. Tremendously. LTRY, this is a new one. Same thing. SBET, gross. GOEV. I mean, just too slow a mover for me. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. It's just not looking hot today. I will see you guys tomorrow.